Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome to day 19 of Let's Play EVE Online. Alrighty. Let's see how many more missions Neve has for us. I mean, it says we're almost done. I wonder if we might be finishing today. Who knows?
Skill training completed. And
probably should have mentioned that at the end of the last episode. I actually had Afterburner 4 training in my skill queue. Like I said, it increases the cycle time, so it reduces the cap usage of it. So yeah, but I've still got small pulse laser specialization for training there as well. All right. We got some notifications here. EVE mail. And that's no thanks. How do I delete? Sign to. Oh, there we go. I'm not used to seeing that as a trash icon. Anyways, all right. Let's take a look at Neve here and see what else he has for us. Almost there, Brendan Alexander. Next up, we're going to return to Interdiction tactics again and test your use of a stasis webifier module. I know I read this last time, but let's read it again just for, refresher purposes. When activated on a target ship, the stasis web will encase it in a containment field and slow it down dramatically, usually more than halving its speed. Webs, as they're often called by you capsuleers, are an invaluable module for controlling the enemy's movement on the battlefield. Minmatar engineers have even built entire ship designs that focus on increasing the effectiveness of webifier modules. Controlling range on the battlefield can be a huge advantage. Time for you to see for yourself, we think. We've chased a pirate down to a nearby hideout and we want to interrogate him. You'll need to pin him down first, though. He won't talk unless you show him there's no escape. We'll provide you with a civilian stasis webifier, which will be more than enough to get on top of him. You may want to fit in Afterburner, too. Warning, do not approach too closely to any Concord police vessels inside this area. They may see you as a threat and destroy your ship. Alrighty then. But yeah, we'll be getting the Destroyer's skill book after this. Unfortunately, maybe I'll train it. Who knows? Alright, let's accept it. But I doubt I'll have the ISK to be able to, fit it properly. Anyways, close that. And yeah, I believe we've already gone through that stuff with stasis webifiers. So, alright, let's see here. I think I've already got this fit out properly. Yeah, I do. Alright. You got it grouped. Awesome. Let's go. Whoa! There's quite a few people here. What do we got? What kind of ships we got here? There's a Prophecy, or is that the? No, that's a. I think that's an Absolution. Yeah, it's Absolution. But you are a Mauler, or is that? No, that's a. Oh, what's it called? Sacrilege. Why am I thinking about it when it's right? What's that? And this is a Drake. Yeah. Basically, Drakes have insane tanks that you can fit on it. Anyways, let's go to glue and stick it to him. I'm proud of myself for that one. I didn't even think of it until after I said it. Until after I said glue, anyway. But all right. Finally, we might get to use this. Probably not, though. I'll just probably only be able to use this. How much does this slow you down? Yeah, 50% exactly. Get out of here, Egger. What'd you call me? Let's go. So they said they were Concord around here? Where? It's Baron Scordite. Hey, got some asteroids here we could mine if we wanted to. Scordite is, I guess, one step up from Veldspar in terms of materials that it has. I think it has tritanium and pyrite. I think maybe a bit of Noxium as well. Not sure though. So we got to get within 10 clicks of him. Let's go straight at him. This is taking too long. Boom. Alright, I'm standing down. I'll cooperate. Just let me live. Yeah, I'm gonna fly circles around you, little punk. Calling me an egger. Why are you still firing at me? Right, when you're ready, Concord can take it from here. Awesome. Oh, well, sweet. I guess Concord was here. Oh, there they are. Yeah, don't go too close to them. I'm not going to risk it. I don't know. Oh, hang on a sec. Can I salvage this? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't have to shoot him. Might as well get the salvage out of it. And just to let another aspect that you probably want to learn, especially if you ever consider getting into PvP, make sure you're always aligned to something, whether it's a star, a station, asteroid belt, planet, whatever. Anything on the screen here, anything stationary that you can warp to, make sure you're aligned to it, when you start fighting, because you never know when you'll have to jump out of there, and this allows you to jump almost immediately. So
warp drive active.
Because I think in order to warp, you need to be at 3/4 or 75% speed, and that's when it'll jump. So yeah, being aligned keeps you at maximum speed, so just you already satisfied the 75%. So
docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Did I get anything out of that salvage? I didn't check. Yeah, I got metal scraps. Meh. Might as well just sell them. Alright, let's turn this in and see what else he has for us. Ooh. I think this next one might be the last one. Alright, nicely done. You applied just the right amount of firepower necessary, something which can often yield more than outright slaughter. You've almost completed your training with us. Once you're done, we plan to recommend you to our nation's Capsuleer Militia, the 24th Imperial Crusade. What you have learned from us would be quickly overshadowed by what you could learn while fighting in service to our great empire. You might think money would be a more suitable reward, but reputation matters a great deal in New Eden, and so does finding a cause, a test of your faith and resolve. To belong to the Crusade, though, you must prove yourself as a combat pilot. That is what lies ahead, Brendan Alexander. Get a combat ship fitted out and get yourself ready to fight. Alright, well, let's request the next one. The exam, and yes, I believe this is the last one. So I take it ready. We're going to be stepping back on this one and letting you take control of the situation. One of our patrols spotted a small group of suspicious vessels headed toward a local pleasure hub after their ship's ID tags. After processing the ship's ID tags, we've determined that one of the pilots is a known terrorist responsible for dozens of station bombings. A Concorde raid into the premises would be picked up by the terrorists well before the ships actually arrived. We need this murderer taken out while we have his location, so you must move in yourself and assassinate him. Understand? Alright. When your mission is accepted, we'll get a destroyer. Unfortunately, and we get another skill book, rapid firing. That's actually a really good skill to train. We have the Coercer. It does a massive amount of damage, but like most destroyers, it's paper thin, so it can't take too much abuse. I think it can do about 200 damage per second. But yeah, transversal velocity. The reason why I have the transversal velocity set up in my overview, I think I mentioned it before, it's just basically the higher the transversal velocity, the more difficult it is for your turrets to track, and vice versa. So, alrighty. Let's make sure we're all set. And we are. So, let's do this. don't worry, if this is the last mission, there will be one more video for this LP, this series, which will not take place in-game. It has to do with a bunch of tools that will be invaluable to you when you're done. And when you go off to, well, grow your character into whomever you wish it to be. Scanners are picking up 3 hostiles moving into their ships now. Looks like they've noticed you. Good luck. Alright, let's do this. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Great. Let's go. Let's see how quickly I can kill them. Yeah, Inferno. Scrammed and webbed. Oh wait, no, that's from me. Oh wait, oh, I am both. So basically, I can't get out of here until they're dead. Awesome. And yes, missions can do that to you. Even though yours technically doesn't really work. Like, scrambling them or anything like that. Then again, they usually don't warp out anyway, but... to see my tank in action. Alrighty. Take it from his point of view. Missing him. Yeah, you can see the webifying effect around his ship there. Hey, got him. You're going down, buddy. He's got autocannons on it, firing from him. That's why it sounds like a machine gun. And he's down. And I hardly had any damage done to me. Alright, well, let's... Is that all? I'll start repairing my ship, I guess. Yeah, looks like that's it. Alright. Alright, let's grab this stuff, I guess. I probably could have come back on my own, but this is the last video in-game for this series, so I may as well drag it out. Seeing as there's really no point in me salvaging this stuff, but let's just to see what I get from it. Alright, I figured I'd just do that off-screen, considering how long it was taking, and lo and behold, it took a very long time to salvage that one, so alright. Salvage the rest of these. I'll cut out the salvaging just in case, but if it doesn't salvage within, with one try, then I'll cut it out. Right, I just had a little technical difficulty there. I guess the connection to my ISP is a little weak today, so yeah, I got disconnected, so yeah, I just reconnected. So let's salvage this last one here and see what it has, see what we get from it, if anything, and that'll be that. Just in case you're wondering, there are modules in this game called tractor beams that make salvaging much quicker. And actually, I might actually go over something with you with regards to that, the destroyer that we got as well. Unless, because I know they made a specific ship for it. Let's see if I can find it while I'm salvaging here. Industrial ships, standard, or there we go. Prime or the Noctis? Yeah, I think it's the Noctis. Yeah, the Noctis is actually a salvaging ship that is strictly for salvaging. So basically, but for the, as you can see, it's very expensive. And yeah, so let's head back to the station. So I'll give you a, I guess, a much more efficient way to salvage without having to spend 80 billion, or sorry, not 80 billion, 80 million ISK. Seeing as you probably don't have that much yet. It may seem like a lot, but honestly, when you get into level 4 missions, you'll probably be able to get that by doing maybe 5 missions or so. So yeah, depends on the missions really, but I think there's missions I can get like 20 million ISK, I think, very quickly. So yeah, there's an orca. It's actually one of the only capital ships allowed in high security space. Or any security space, I think, other than any Empire space, I'll put it that way. Alrighty, let's turn in this thing. I believe that's the last mission. Alright, you've proven you know how to handle yourself in deadly situations. What you've overcome today represents only a fraction of the threat a skilled capsuleer poses, but the basic premises are the same. Warp scramblers, webifiers, afterburners, and a weapon of choice. With these tools, the knowledge to use them, and the courage to try again in the face of ship loss, you can become much more than you are now. Remember, it is as much about your mindset as it is about the ships at your disposal. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I've arranged to have your standings with the Amar Empire increased. This bump in your reputation will help you to enlist in factional warfare, where you can fight alongside your own people. There are many battles being fought over the occupancy of strategic systems, and every ship makes a difference. Whether you follow that path or take another is up to you, Brendan Alexander. I would recommend that you enroll in other training courses if you haven't already, and learn as much as you can before making any long-term plans. My work here is done, though. I thank you for the help you've given us, and I hope you've learned something in return. Fly safe. Alright, and we got the rapid firing skill. Alright, to finish off, I guess, the last in-game footage of Brendan Alexander. So, what we just got was a skill book here. Rapid firing basically does what you think it does. Every time you train it, you get 4% bonus to your weapon rate of fire for each level, so up to a maximum of 20% faster. So, ultimately, it increases your damage per second. Destroyers, well, the Amar destroyer is called the Coercer. I'll look it up on the market. Oh, I've already got one. What am I talking about? Yeah, maybe I'll go sit in it. Here we go. Although no, I can't sit in it. It's show info. I can at least show you what it looks like in here, though. So yeah, this is the Coercer. It has 8 turret slots on it. You can see the little nubs along here, but 8 is the maximum in terms of turrets. So anyways, the destroyer skill, you get 10% to tracking speed and 10% bonus to capacitor usage, and you get a bonus to optimal range as well. So this thing is actually really good for beam lasers, or even Tech 2 pulse lasers fitted with scorch crystals, like I mentioned before. How it just makes it a lot like I said, it does a lot of damage. The one problem is, like I said, the armor is really thin. The only fitting you have is you got 4 low slots, 1 mid slot, so you've got one for an afterburner. High slots are for turrets. Low slots you can probably fit, I don't know, maybe an armor repairer and a couple of hardeners or resists, and then put a heatsink in there. That'd probably be the best route to go. But then you got the power grid and all that stuff to worry about as well. So that's where the training engineering and electronics comes in, because that actually increases it naturally, kind of thing. When as soon as you get into the ship, you've got extra resources at your disposal. So I'm not going to train any more skills, unfortunately, because, like I said, this is going to be the last time you guys see Brendan Alexander in game. I have purchased 1 more month for EVE Online, which means I will be doing the Design Mishikani idea I had, because I just have an idea for it. But anyways, is there anything else? What else did I want to mention? Oh yeah, for tractor beams. Small tractor beam 1. These things require science level 3, so technically I could buy them. So all they do is just basically, you've got an optimal range of 20 kilometers. It just basically pulls in the any cargo containers or wrecks to you at about 500 meters a second, so it can speed up the salvaging process. And saying that, now I remember why I want to look at the coercer. Seeing as the coercer has 8 high slots, you can actually turn it into your salvage ship. Fit the afterburner in there, and then put 4 tractor beams and 4 salvager 1s on there, and then just load out the the low slots with cargo expanders. I mean, I think unless I sold them, but yeah, I did. Oh no, I've got 4 of them right there. So technically, that could the coercer. How much cargo hold does it have? This thing has cargo capacity of 300 cubic meters. So let's just do some quick math here. These things do stack, so yeah, alright. Calculator, so we're looking at 15%, so 1.15 squared, and then squared again, and then times 300. So we'd end up with over 500 cubic meters of cargo space in your coercer. So yeah, that's a very, very effective way to use it. When obviously when I don't have the EX to be able to fit it properly or anything like that. So that's usually going to be the best route for your any destroyers you get, just because they, like I said, they're paper thin. That's all. There are a few missions that they could be useful in, but still I prefer the Punisher, just because it's a lot more mobile, and it does a lot of damage. It has a really good tank on it, so yeah, very, very good ship. Anyway, so I guess that's it for Let's Play EVE Online in-game for Brendan Alexander, and next episode I'll be showing you the tools that will be invaluable to you as you move forward. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you give EVE a shot. If you've played it in the past, maybe sign up again, see if any of the changes have caused you to want to play it again, and well, fly safe. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.